When Meg and I found out we were going to be parents, we were extremely excited and couldn't wait to start the process of starting a family.
Very excited. He was a little bit more excited. I was a little more scared.
A normal pregnancy, everything was healthy, all the doctor's appointments went well, and we were just expecting a healthy baby.
And it was just a lot of fun. We were so ready and happy.
To see my baby boy for the first time literally brought tears to my eyes and so much excitement.
It all started when he was 17 hours old.
When the doctor came back from the procedure, he informed us that Tyson had turned blue during the process.
They were going to put him in an incubator and they had him intubated.
At less than 24 hours old, he was transferred to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital.
And they were going to take him down and we would follow right behind him.
You know, they didn't know at that point if their son was going to make it past the day or a week or...
They were diagnosing him with Shone's complex, which is just a kind of compilation of various heart defects.
So Shone's complex is where the left side of the heart's small. In that situation, the only thing to do is really to, in a sense, bypass it.
He literally had my child's life in his hands.
Well, after we found out the procedure went well, while they were transporting him back to his room, his heart had stopped and he was losing blood pressure.
And they had to start chest compressions and take him back into the OR and open his chest to make some adjustments. Things were not looking very good. They needed to put him on life support. It was a machine called ECMO. It's this huge machine acting as his heart.
He actually did not have his chest closed after surgery, so for several weeks, his chest was physically open.
It's easier for the heart to beat. When you close the chest and there's a lot of swelling, there's just not much space left.
You can see it beating. There's just a yellow clear bandage over it. You can see everything.
It's absolutely terrifying to see your little baby with his chest open and tubes completely connected directly to his heart, keeping him alive.
Meg saying that almost sort of comforted her because she could actually see his heart beating, and when you see your kid's heart beating, that's a good thing.
After a while, our surgeon decided that it was time to close Tyson's chest.
We were greeted at the door by one of the nurses that said Tyson's heart had stopped beating.
And they were in the process right then of doing CPR. My question over and over again was, is he dead or alive? I just wanted to know when my child was gone, because not knowing was absolutely horrifying.
He had another arrest, kind of like he had in the operating room, and ended up right back on ECMO. There's a good chance that he's going to die when we take him off ECMO. But if we keep him on, we know that his brain he's not going to be Tyson.
We knew that this was it. This was when we were going to find out whether or not we got to be parents anymore. We just all kind of sat there together and cried and didn't understand how it could happen again.
I remember crying, just thinking that he may not make it. And
I remember not being able to say the word death at the time, and I asked him if there was still hope, and he said, "We're not giving up yet."
He came off ECMO and he was still there, his heart was still beating, and he was still going.
He came off of it, and he stabilized out, and he had good pressure.
He's tough, and he just kept going. It's slowly, very slowly.
One of our, 10th miracle, I think, at the time.
it's a miracle that he's alive, and he defied all odds. And that kid is a fighter. So on Halloween, we dressed him up as Mike Tyson, the ultimate fighter.
He's been a fighter his whole life. Tyson was in Vanderbilt Children's Hospital for 125 days.
After 125 days and right before Christmas, we got to go home for the first time. Children's Miracle Network Hospitals supports Vanderbilt and supports these doctors that care so much about our child. They are our heroes in more ways than one.
Children's hospitals is one of those things that you don't think about until you need it. And then when you do need it, there's nothing more important in the world.
Children's Miracle Network Hospital's funds have purchased equipment for our hospital, like ECMO machines, that were critical in saving Tyson's life. And we really could not provide the care that we do without the money that is coming from the generosity of our community.
Please do what you can to help the Children's Miracle Network hospitals.